Welcome back, everyone, to Hard Hat Chat. I'm Justin Smith, CEO of Contractor Plus, your host who still thinks lumber prices rise every time I look at a 2x4. And joining me today, as always, my good friend and the guy who has more field stories than we have episodes, CEO of Build Pro, Gerritt Bake.
I'm convinced lumber prices are personally offended by you, Justin. You try to buy wood and the number on the price tag goes, nope, not enough.
For real. Today we're talking about one of the biggest headaches in construction right now, material cost volatility. Bidding is already a puzzle, but when prices jump like they're in a trampoline park, winning bids without losing margin becomes a skill.
And when we say losing margin, we mean going from profit to charity. And contractors aren't running nonprofits here. We love helping people, but not at the cost of our business surviving.
True. So let's set the scene. According to sources like Material Prices News and Construction Dive, costs for key materials like lumber, steel, concrete, copper wiring, insulation, they've been shifting month to month, sometimes week to week.
And sometimes the supplier calls and says, so, funny story.
Oh yes, the dreaded update call.
Contractors need strategies because customers still expect firm prices. They don't care that PVC pipes suddenly cost as much as rare jewelry now.
And for small and mid-sized contractors, missing margin on even a few jobs can derail growth. So today, we're giving practical tools to protect profitability even when materials go crazy.
Buckle up, folks. We're about to stabilize some chaos.
Let's talk first about why material prices are so volatile. The causes are deep and messy. Supply chain bottlenecks, labor shortages, global manufacturing issues, fuel costs, even natural disasters.
And demand surges. Everyone decided to remodel their home at once over the last few years. Hardware stores were like Black Friday every day.
And sources like Builder Magazine point out that even now, the mixed manufacturing recovery keeps pricing unpredictable. Contractors need to assume that volatility is the new normal.
If you're waiting for stability, you might retire first.
Yes. So instead of hoping pricing calms down, let's build systems around the volatility. First strategy, update pricing databases regularly. Don't rely on what you paid 6 months ago.
Or what your cousin remembers paying in 2018.
Seriously, when cost changes are rapid, even a weekly update cycle makes a difference.
I know contractors who review their supplier sheets every Friday. Whoever thought spreadsheets could be date night energy?
Hey, if it protects margin, it's romantic to me. Second strategy, automated material price syncing. Some software tools pull real-time pricing into estimates.
Much better than guessing or calling 7 supply yards during lunch rush.
Tech like this is recommended by industry writers at Construction Executive and others. And when materials fluctuate, automation gives faster, more accurate numbers.
But Justin, the key is to not let software do everything blindly. Always review before sending a quote.
Exactly. AI is smart, but it didn't see the actual job site. It doesn't know that Mrs. Peterson wants imported tile that costs more than a used car.
The customer wish list can be savage.
Third strategy, validity dates on bids. If your estimates don't have expiration, you're exposing yourself.
A contractor once told me customers waited 90 days before approving his bid. By then, the cost of drywall had jumped. He basically funded the install himself.
To avoid that, we add a line like pricing valid for 14 or 30 days from issue date.
Some even shorten it during unstable periods. And customers understand because eggs at the grocery store went through a price war too.
True. It's no longer a contractor problem. Inflation is universal. Let's shift to another key area, managing supplier relationships. Small contractors actually have leverage here. Yes, show loyalty, communicate needs often, plan ahead. Suppliers appreciate consistency. If you become one of their priority buyers, you get earlier notice on cost shifts and better chances of holding pricing. Also, Order materials strategically. Don't buy tiny quantities every day. Consolidate when possible. And negotiate. You'd be surprised what's flexible if you ask the right way. A quick funny story. Years ago, I asked a supplier if there was any builder discount. He said, "The discount is I let you buy it. Price is going up tomorrow." Brutal. But true. At least he was honest. Fourth strategy, transparent communication with customers. Instead of pretending you're absorbing price fluctuations, explain how material costs impact them. Homeowners aren't dumb. They know things cost more now. They see the grocery bill. And transparency builds trust. It's better than showing up later with bad news. Bad news plus surprise invoices equals 1-star review. And 1-star reviews haunt dreams. Let's also talk about contract language protection. Oh yes, escalation clauses, cost adjustment provisions, material volatility clauses. Those things might sound legal and boring, and they are, but they save your business. They basically say if materials go up, the price can be adjusted accordingly. Homeowners usually accept it more during unpredictable economic times, and commercial clients expect it, as long as communication is upfront and clear. Now let's brighten things with a fictional case study. Meet Brent from Frontier Remodel and Build in Kansas. Brent wore every hat: owner, estimator, field crew, marketing department, and therapist to indecisive homeowner. He lost margin on 3 jobs in a row because his lumber pricing lagged and he didn't include protection clauses. He realized he wasn't running a construction company, he was running a charity. Brent switched to automation, added bid expiration terms, and implemented escalation language. Started reviewing supplier pricing weekly. In 6 months, he stabilized profit margin at 18 to 22%, winning more bids and protecting the company. He now orders materials earlier and stores them smartly when needed. His business turned around because he stopped letting volatility punch him in the face. Something we both care about: profitability tracking in real time. If you're not tracking job cost versus estimate until after the job ends, that's like reading the weather report after the storm flooded your basement. Exactly. Track daily, especially on longer jobs. Some apps allow field teams to log material use immediately. Less guessing. Data accuracy equals financial clarity. Businesses don't fail from one big mistake. They fail from tiny, invisible leaks. That was deep. You've been writing poetry? Only on drywall scraps. Here's another mismatch. Contractors quote based on ideal conditions, but reality hits, missing deliveries, back orders, substitute products. And substitute products can create margin damage, if cheaper or more expensive than originally quoted. So, build contingency percentages into quotes. Not huge padding, but reasonable shield. Think of it like a safety harness for your profit. This is also where specialization helps tremendously. When you focus on one type of work, you know the exact materials. Your estimating gets laser sharp. You build supplier relationships around fewer SKUs. Less room for margin surprises, more control. Specialists win more and lose less. What about adding small surcharges for risk periods?
Yes, if volatility is peaking, a temporary increase covers uncertainty. Customers usually accept if you explain why. They'd rather a slight increase up front than a painful change order later.
Before we close part 1, let's share a checklist for protecting margin during cost volatility. Update pricing weekly or biweekly. Add expiration dates to all bids. Include escalation clauses in contracts. Use automated price syncing if possible. Track job costs continuously. Order materials strategically. Communicate transparently with customers. That checklist alone can
Save tens of thousands a year on mid-size operation.
small steps, big impact. All right, folks, that's part one. We're just getting warmed up. In part two, we'll go even deeper. We'll talk real case insights from subcontractors, financing and cash flow tools, inventory strategy, negotiating power moves, questions contractors should ask before choosing tech designed for volatility, and the big mindset shift that separates profitable contractors from risky bidders.
Part two is where we go from surviving to thriving. Stick around. We'll be right back in the next response. Hard Hat Chat continues. Stay tuned. We'll be right back after a short break. And hey, if you're a contractor looking to scale your business without adding more chaos, check out Contractor Plus. It's the only app you'll ever need to run your business from start to finish. CRM, estimates, invoices, payments, plus powerful integrations like QuickBooks Online, Zapier, Authorize.net, ABC Supply, and more. Go further, win more, and work smarter.
Welcome back to Hard Hat Chat, part two. Let's do this. Gerritt, we teased some higher level strategies before the break. Let's jump into the topic of crew involvement in protecting margin, because field teams play a major role here. Yes, contractors forget that material waste is profit waste. A few sheets of drywall tossed every job, thousands lost per year. Field awareness matters. Crews who treat materials like gold help defend margin. Set clear usage expectations. Include material handling training. Reward teams for clean and efficient jobs. Make it a friendly competition. Who can finish a job with the least leftover lumber? Winner gets the golden tape measure trophy.
That trophy better not be actual gold. Prices might spike again. Now, let's talk inventory strategy. Stocking everything isn't always smart, but smart stocking can save your margins. Exactly. Some contractors are turning small warehouses
Or shipping containers into buffer storage. They buy key materials when prices dip.
especially items with constant demand like framing lumber, screws, wiring, drywall. Having a buffer helps avoid emergency purchases when prices are high. But inventory should be managed with a system. Random piles of materials behind the shop doesn't count. True. Organized chaos is still chaos. Cash flow tools also matter here. Faster payment equals healthier margin.
Progressive invoicing saves lives. Materials up front, that needs a deposit. Equipment rental, bill early. Change orders, approve immediately.
The days of getting paid when the whole project ends are over. That's how businesses starve financially.
Homeowners expect staged payments. You don't build a house in one day, so you shouldn't get paid in one day either.
And credit card or ACH options increase payment speed. Don't fear transaction fees. Delayed payments are way more expensive. Let's drop another fictional but realistic case study. Our friends at Precision Patio and Deck Co. in Arizona.
Love the name. Sounds fancy, like the decks have precision lasers.
The owner, Adam, was booking great work, but losing 10% margin almost every job because of replacement materials due to waste, late supplier fees, and price changes before ordering. He felt stuck.
Adam adopted real-time material tracking, required deposits that covered upfront costs, and locked pricing with suppliers for 30 days at a time. He added a clause ensuring client approval within that window.
Boom. He went from stressed to scaling. Margin jumped to 21% average.
Now he's expanding into pergolas without fear, which, by the way, pergolas are the adult version of treehouses.
That's true. Outdoor upgrades are winning right now.
That brings up another point: profitable service mix.
Yes, small contractors can shift offerings toward more stable materials. For example, carpentry and trim, painting, electrical upgrades, home energy improvements.
Steel might bounce 20%, but paint stays mostly predictable. Smaller material swings protect margin.
And customers value craftsmanship heavy jobs. They're willing to pay more for skilled labor than commodities.
Labor is an asset you control. Materials are the wild card. Now let's address negotiation power moves. These work even for small contractors.
1. Ask suppliers for price hold agreements. Even 15 days can change a job outcome. 2.
Bundle orders with other contractors. A group buy increases leverage.
3. Preferred partner terms. If you buy consistently, suppliers can prioritize you.
And 4. Always shop around, but show loyalty once pricing is fair.
Being a consistent good customer pays dividends.
All right, time for something extremely practical. What to ask tech companies when evaluating tools that help control material costs.
Grab your pencils, contractors. This is gold.
Does this tool sync with supplier pricing automatically? How often is pricing updated? Can I customize material catalogs easily? Does it track actual versus estimated material use in real time? Can field teams log changes instantly? Does it store photos for documentation and change orders? How quickly until I see ROI?
And here's my personal favorite. Will my crew actually use it?
Yes, the simplest app beats the fanciest tool if it actually gets adopted.
Tech that adds friction is worse than no tech at all.
Another important element, mindset. Contractors must shift from hoping things work out to planning so they almost always do.
Volatility used to be a seasonal issue. Now it's permanent. Contractors with a proactive margin protection mindset scale. Those who wait for better times decline.
Play offense, not defense.
The most successful contractors don't just build structures, they build business systems.
And those systems keep profits stable even when markets aren't. Let's give listeners a margin protection playbook, a step-by-step approach. Step 1, audit past jobs. Identify where margin leaked. Step 2, update pricing frequently and automate where possible. Step 3, improve estimate accuracy with templates and history. Step 4, add contract protections. Step 5, educate your customer on pricing reality. Step 6, track material use live on the job. And Step 7, close feedback loop weekly with field crew and accounting.
Follow that, and 2025 could be your most profitable year yet.
Let's throw in another quick laugh so nobody's brain overheat.
Okay, why did the contractor bring a ladder to the bar?
Oh no, what now?
Because the drinks were on the house.
And with material prices these days, that might be the only thing we can afford. Another tip, protect margin by defining your ideal project profile.
Everyone has jobs that always go smooth and jobs that try to destroy your sanity.
Track which project types yield the best profit.
Then say yes to more of those and politely decline the margin killers.
Or price them high enough to be worth the pain.
The pain in the butt fee is a real business tool.
We also need to talk about alignment between estimating and field team.
Oh, yes, silos kill profit. If the field team doesn't follow the estimate plan, costs explode.
Weekly coordination solves so many issues.
Estimator to project manager handoffs should be like a quarterback pass, clean, not fumbled into the opponent's arms.
That's how companies lose jobs and games. Before we wrap up, let's talk future resilience.
In the next decade, those who adopt data-driven estimating, agile service offerings, tech for real-time financial clarity, strong supplier partnerships will dominate.
Meanwhile, those hoping prices return to how it used to be will fall behind.
The winners will see volatility as an opportunity.
Adaptation beats hesitation. Time to give our listeners their final pep talk.
Contractors out there, Listen, you are building America with your own two hands. Don't let wild pricing ruin what you've worked so hard to create.
You deserve to profit fairly, to grow, to build your dream business.
Protect your margin like it's your family, because it feeds your family.
True. And remember, prices might be unpredictable, but your systems don't have to be. That's a wrap on today's Hard Hat Chat. Gerritt, thanks for dropping wisdom like a stack of bricks, perfectly measured and aligned.
Bricks? That's heavy praise.
To our audience, thank you for tuning in. Keep bidding smart, building strong, and protecting every dollar you earn. We'll see you on the next episode of Hard Hat Chat. Stay sharp out there.